your next comedian here, I'm excited. He is one of the most fearless comedians that I know here locally in the Midwest. He has put on a ton of shows in the Midwest. Give it up nice and loud for my friend Caleb Salvatore.
I'm a little too fearless. That's why my foot's in a fucking boot right now. How you guys doing tonight? Hell yeah. How's 2021 treated everybody? Why fuck it? What's wrong with it? Everything. Dude, it wasn't as bad as 2020, but I can't even complain about 2020 because I got to compare it to 2015. So in 2015, three things happened that absolutely ruined me. First thing, we found out Hulk Hogan was a racist. Second thing, we found out Bill Cosby was a rapist. And the third thing, we found out Jared from Subway was a pedophile. You know how expensive it is to cover up 3 tattoos in the same year? We got any parents in the room? We got any single parents in the room? None. Sweet. It's my favorite question to ask when I do shows at Planned Parenthood. Lots of crowd work opportunities there. Let me guess what your least favorite chore is. Vacuuming. I don't know who's raising these kids, man. This kid walked up to me the other day. He's like, don't take this personally, but I don't like all those tattoos and piercings you got. Excuse me? Don't take this personally, but I wish your mom's health insurance covered birth control. So I can't be too hard on him. After all, he is my son, so what are you going to do? Nah, I don't have kids. I don't have any kids. You're like, thank God. I don't have any kids, man. If I have a kid, I'll adopt, like through the foster care system. I want to skip the first 4 years. I can't bring it in myself to raise some pussy that can't sit in a hot car for 10 minutes. It's not in me. You guys married up here? No? I don't know. I'm progressive. I didn't know. It's all good. Yeah. He just figured it out. You sports fans? Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl? I just like to see something good finally happen to Tom Brady, right? I feel like he's had a rough life. I asked that question at a show a while back. This lady goes, San Francisco! My brother-in-law's gay. He doesn't even think San Francisco's going to win. Sit down. No, so there's every year right before the Super Bowl on Animal Planet, they got this thing called the Puppy Bowl. Y'all ever heard of it? Yeah, they put a bunch of dogs in a football field-shaped arena and they let them run around with toys, and if they cross the end zone, they get 7 points. Michael Vick's one of the coaches. So here's the kicker. You can gamble on the Puppy Bowl. They got over-unders, point spreads, you name it. How much of a degenerate do you have to be? Like, you know, somewhere in the heart of this country, somebody's kid went to school with a black eye because Team Rough didn't cover the spread last night. There's a good chance I'm related to him. I love making fun of my girl on stage for 3 reasons. Number 1, she's usually not here because she thinks it's a waste of time. Number 2, you can do whatever you want when you eat pussy like a Council Bluffs resident at a Golden Corral. Number 3, most importantly, she's epileptic, so if she ever comes at me, I just pull out my phone and start flashing a light like that. Dude, it's great having an epileptic girl. Like, every time she starts beating me at Mario Kart, I pick the one with all the flashing lights and just whoop her ass. She's also Native American, so she's double fucked. I mean, she kicks my ass every time we go axe throwing. Last time we went, she got us kicked out because she tried to scalp one of the targets. Like, babe, we've been here for 15 minutes. It took you 2 hours to put your war paint on. What are you doing? I told that bit at a show a while back, and this lady goes, that's racist! It's not racist. It's true. She gave me permission to tell that joke. All it cost me was some beads and whiskey. It's ironically also all it took for her to sign the last stimulus check over to me, so. No, we wanted to get more in touch with our heritage, right? I'm Italian, so I started committing insurance fraud. We didn't really want to go hunt buffalo, so we just started naming all of our sex positions after terms from Native American heritage. Yeah, reverse cowgirl, we call it sitting bull. 69 in your house? In my house, that's called Thanksgiving. My favorite's where I lay on top of her and choke her. We call it the smallpox blanket. Don't even get me started on what we call anal sex. The Trail of Tears. I told her to buy some lube for the strap-on. She don't listen, guys. She actually just got over a bout with COVID. I'm like, this is like the first weekend I can go out and do anything. She went and got tested. She got the text message saying it was positive. She pulls out her phone. She goes, shit. I got COVID. Well, I'm headed to Dunkin'. What do you want? Like, why don't you pump the brakes, QAnon Pocahontas? Kind of see how smallpox did such a number on you guys now. Now, she got mad at me the other day and things got racial quickly. She called me a colonizer. Like, first off, that's our word. You don't get to say it. Second off, it's colonizer. You definitely don't get to use the hard R. It's great, man. It's great. I was watching this thing about this dude named Chris Nikic. He was the first person with Down syndrome to finish an Ironman triathlon. And I think that is like the coolest story ever, right? Super inspiring. He finished 47th out of 50 contestants. Now, I want to talk for a second about the 3 people that guy beat. Has there ever been a bigger come to Jesus moment? Like, maybe this isn't your thing, right? You're a world-class athlete, and you got your ass kicked by a dude who got pumped up listening to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star on the way over here. What's going on with you? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's always a fun one. We can always test the audience with that one. I told that one, I was gonna tell that joke at a show a while back, and I went on stage and looked right out in the front row. And there was this dude with Down syndrome right in the front row. And I was like, do I really want to tell this joke? Like, how far does my conscience go? And I told it. And it's great when people with disabilities can laugh at themselves. You guys want to know who laughed harder than anyone else in the room that night? His friend. That dude didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Couldn't understand a word. Is that my light? Okay. We'll finish it up with this. Perfect. You guys remember all those commercials with COVID going around? You know, it's like it's more important now than ever to know that Frito-Lay is on your side. Like right when it all started. Got more and more asinine. You had like Kendall Jenner sharing a Pepsi with a cop in the middle of a riot. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. You're gonna go back to like the George Floyd murder. Someone's gonna walk up to Derek Chauvin, hand him a Snickers, turn him into Carl Winslow from Family Matters. Anyway, my name's Caleb Salvatore, and the mayor probably killed her husband. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Caleb Salvatore. I like the fact that he was roasting my brother up front here. Yeah, keep it going, comedians. Let's roast Clay tonight. It's turning into It's good to see my brother, though. The only time I ever see him is from my apartment when I look out and he's peeling out of my parking lot. Like he'll drop his kids off to my apartment. I just hear the doorbell ring and then just he's peeling out. I open the door and it's like 2 little orphan kids with backpacks looking up at me. Uncle Mark! Like, hey kids, what's up? Hey, stay right there. Let me go X out of a couple things real quick.